Sound to your mind.
Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Shouts all on my team, I need more than a mattress support in my dreams. Could grab a few Z's like I'm falling asleep, but I don't wanna wake for the morning. Grief, breathe. Tears drop to the form in the sea. I broke heart, but it's worn in my sleeve. Never listened, I was warned in my teens, but I still skipped school, I was taught in the streets. Ring back, don't call for police. Stand tall, don't fall for the beast. Got issues with trust, so I'm born to believe. We've been a victim of love and now we're caught in it deep. Breathe.
Yes, people, what's happening? Back again for another one. Listen, all-time 11, some of the most famous teams, national teams around the world. Obviously, we move on to Belgium, and you know what? This one's going to be a quick one, I can tell, because I reckon me and Fitz literally, I'm going to say we probably get every player nailed on as the same, probably bar one player. It might be one player out, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have the exact same team. So, yeah, man, let's wait and see. Guys, big up yourself for coming through. Big up to Christopher McGrath as well. Said, what's good, Gav? What's good, Fitz? Yeah, all good, man. Big up to yourself. And as I said, we are going to probably need some help putting these players in the lineup. But as I said, I'm pretty sure we are going to get through this one nice and quick. Big up to Foxy Danny each and every time as well. And guys, we are going to get on to the Argentina versus Egypt game that we will discuss after we've done this Belgium all-time 11 because, yeah, listen, we got things to talk about. Portugal as well. We'll talk about the England and Norway game as well. So, yeah, make sure you guys stick with us and we are going to get through that. Big up to Daryl each and every time as well. But, bro, how you been, man? You been good?
Yeah, man, not too bad, not too bad. Fucking quite like it's hot again already, and it's only getting hotter, isn't it?
Bro, listen, I am fried, man. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm just It's not been a good day, man, in terms of the sun for me, boy. I've been trying to stay out of it as much as I can, man. And yeah, it's tough, man. But I feel a bit better now. But listen, it's been horrible, man. It's been horrible. But yeah, man, you been watching any of the football though?
Yeah. To be fair, I've been watching games that I've got no business watching. Like, why did I stay up last night to watch Belgium and America play? what for what reason did I? You know what I mean? And I purposely I fought sleep to stay up for that shit as well. Like, nah, man.
I hear it.
To be fair though, like watching a bit more over the last couple of days. Yeah. The fix is in, but we'll get into that later, innit?
Yeah, bro. Listen, we're gonna definitely discuss. Let's just get through this Belgium all-time 11, and then we're gonna discuss this World Cup because this World Cup has been crazy. It's been mad. It doesn't really make too much sense to me. But
it's been a shambles, but we can explain that, innit?
Yeah, 100. And listen, Donald Trump, man, waste of time. The man tried to get following Balogun back into the lineup, all to get smoked 4-1. I mean, what a waste of time that was, you know. But it is what it is. But guys, listen, we are going to go through the Belgium all-time 11. So as I said, big up to yourselves coming through. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're new in here. And again, make sure you go and follow Fitz on his socials, which is in the description. Bro, what formation are you thinking? Because I'm going to call it right now, yeah? Part of me is thinking a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1.
I'll tell you the truth. For me, this one is the most laid back one I've ever done. Like all the rest, there's a lot more options. Seems like to be fair, not to put a dampener on it, I feel like this could potentially be. And considering they've got some absolute elite ballers in it, this could be the weakest international one that we're doing, you know what I mean? And realistically for me, it's like, well, going into it feeling like this is gonna be the weakest team. It's like, well, fucking what you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel that important. Like with Brazil, you're like, nah, bro, there's no way we're not having fullbacks. And then obviously we've done Holland, and we're like, it's got to be three at the back because we've got so much going forward. Like with this one, doesn't really matter. Like everyone kind of fits in anyway. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
for me, there's like 11 or 12 players that it's like it just makes sense. It's them, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like if
I
it's
think,
four at
I
the
think
back,
you know what it is. Yeah, I think this is the first team that we've done where a lot of the players that we're gonna pick is down to recency bias. But the thing is, it can only be that because that national team has only been relevant recently. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah. So it's like you really like considering it's from 95.
Yeah.
No one really that's gonna be in with it much of a shout from that kind of era.
Yeah.
There was no one really doing it, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, it's a bit of a it's like I say, it's doesn't really make too much of a difference whether it's three at the back, four at the back. If it goes four at the back, then basically, well, fucking man, are just going from wing to right back. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty much simple. You know what I mean? So whatever you or the chat are feeling like that's the most logical, I'm happy to go with.
Well, let's ask the chat anyway. Chat, let us know what formation would you guys like to see for the Belgium all-time 11 from 95 to present. Let us know what formation. I'm thinking 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1, but I'm happy to go with either. So yeah, let us know in the chat what formation you think we should be using for Belgium. Because I think personally, I think it could be either one. It could be either one of them two formations. You know, I was tempted to think to go to a 3, but then that would mean playing certain players at wing back, and there's no need for all that. I don't think, you know.
No, I hear it. But that's the thing, though. To be fair, when we do play three at the back with these kind of all-time 11s, no one's ever a fullback or a wing back. Everyone's a winger. You know what I mean? Like we've had John Barnes at wing back. Like he's not really gonna be a wing back. So it's one of them. Like positionally on the screen, it might look like someone might be playing a wing back, but it wouldn't be. You know what I mean? But for me, there's a good enough shout for it to be three at the back because I can think of 3 centre backs that could get into this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and to be fair, one of them centre backs could get thrown off to the left as well. So it again 4 at the back, 3 at the back. It's everyone can still fit, really, innit? It's mad.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, no one's answered, so fuck you lot. No, I'm joking. No, I'm gonna. I think we should go with the. You happy to go with the 4-2-3-1, or do you think there's too many good midfielders to put in?
No, to be fair, like for me, I already know like who's in the middle of the park. You know what I mean? As another person, it's not like it's making it easier. It's just like I know who's gonna go in if you had another man in the middle. You know what I mean? But also not gonna be that bothered if he's not making it into the team either.
All right, cool. Well, you know what? Let's go 4-3-3 then.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go 4-3-3 for Belgium's all-time 11. Let me just change the formation. So 4-3-3, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Let me just bring that down. Bring up so. All right, cool. So let's get into it, yeah? So I think this is gonna be pretty much simple. I mean, I put 2 of the other goalkeepers in there for banter, I'll be honest. You know, Simon Mignolet, Silvio Proto, But listen, let's just put Thibaut Courtois in there and just keep it moving, innit?
Yeah.
And bro, how highly do you rate Thibaut Courtois?
Oh, extremely highly. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, I feel like the three great keepers at United: Peter Schmeichel, Edwin van der Sar, David De Gea, and
Yeah.
Courtois was better than De Gea. You know what I
You
mean?
think, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
yeah.
Man. I'd love to be United biased for it, but you've just got to hold your hands up with certain guys, innit? It's like
Yeah.
Buffon was better than Schmeichel. You've just got to admit it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Same with Van der Sar. But yeah, man, Courtois absolutely fucking ridiculous. And to be fair, it's crazy because this year, like, I remember seeing him make some ridiculous saves in the Champions League, and then I've also seen him like concede some howlers. You know what I mean? So it's like he's a bit of a mixed bag at the minute, but in his prime, Courtois, yeah, there's not many better. There's not many better.
Yeah, I think Courtois is mad. I mean, I remember when he was on loan at Atletico Madrid for 2 seasons. Yeah, I've never seen a top keeper like that be on loan, you know, for 2 seasons running. But obviously Chelsea had Petr Cech, and obviously Courtois was going to be the replacement eventually when Cech moved on, it. But yeah, I actually think, you know, he's still one of the top keepers in the world. I know he's had a lot of injuries, but when he was in his peak form, man, like, he was literally the best keeper out there, you know, in terms of you know, his shot stopping. I mean, his composure as well on the ball. You know, I think he's very good dominant from crosses as well. I think the only thing I would say about him, and which is unusual with left-footed keepers, is that he wasn't the best on the ball when you look at ball playing goalkeepers. Because you look at Ter Stegen, you know, you look at goalkeepers like Manuel Neuer as well. These guys were very good on the ball, and not saying that Courtois was shit, you know, but he wasn't the greatest on the ball in that sense, you know. But in terms of, you know, his game, man, for so long, yeah, he's definitely I mean, it's the easiest pick that we're gonna do, really, isn't it? You know. So Thibaut Courtois in goal, man. No issues there. I think the back four, we're gonna go through this back four quite easy, and I think let's just start off with centre back, and let's put the captain in there, Vincent Kompany,
Yeah, man.
I think this is probably, along with Courtois, you know, the easiest pick. And you know the thing with Kompany as well.
There's five names that before I even started this, like, thinking and trying to rack my mind, there was 5 names that automatically went in this team before I even started. And Kompany was the second one, to be fair. I can't
100. So 100, yeah. I remember Kompany, because obviously Kompany come from Anderlecht, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I remember watching him for his very first game, and
that's 6 mil or something, wasn't it? 5 mil.
Second, sorry?
It's only like 5 or 6 mil or some shit, weren't it?
Yeah, they paid peanuts for him, man. But I never forget, because obviously back in the day of the champ managers, isn't it? Like, Kompany was like the youngest defender up and coming. And I remember watching him play, and I thought to myself, like, this guy, like, the main thing about him was that he was physical, he was quick. But then I didn't really see him becoming the sort of leader that he became at the sort of leader that he became at Man City. But yeah, he's
I don't think anyone could, because bear in mind, like, when he came, like, the money had came in, you know what I mean? So he was like an under the radar kind of deal, because at the time, like, signings like Joe were considered a bigger signing for the club than Kompany would have been. You know what I mean? But I feel like that probably benefited him massively, coming in with no real expectation, no real weight on his shoulders, and he was able to just fucking grow and adapt his game with the players around him, knowing that, well, these men have got the burden on their shoulders. You know what I mean? But I can benefit off having some real quality around me. And to be fair, fucking, for me, sometimes, you do see it as like the best player on the pitch is the captain, in it. But let's be
Yeah.
real. Like a lot of the best captains, like my best captain United's ever had in my eyes after Cantona was Roy Keane. And
Yeah.
if you actually deep it, Roy Keane at no point was the best player on the team.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But he was
It's
one
the
of the most
leadership quality, isn't it?
yeah, man. But he was one of the most influential, and that's the thing with company. Like he was so influential. Like even big moments, he'd pop up with goals, big moments for them.
Yeah.
Like yeah, man. I couldn't stand him when fucking obviously he was playing. But you've got to put some respect on a guy that's obviously made a name from nothing.
Yeah.
Never did he ever get a big transfer. You know what I mean? Never did he get any kind of big like, oh, this is the new guy. Like he just
Mm.
came, made his mark, and was consistent as well. Let's be clear. Like
100.
them
Yeah.
man had their reign of dominance, and he was the leader for that. You've got to give him
100.
massive credit for that.
Yeah, he was mad. He was mad. He was again, I think when he became a leader at Man City, part of me didn't really see him becoming a manager. I didn't see it. And you can see how good of a manager that he is now as well. But
No, but instinctively, we look at like because obviously the bias is already like hardwired into us. So we'd look at company and say, why would we think that he's going to be a top manager? Because they don't give opportunities like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He's not the ideal type of candidate to become a top manager like as an ex-player. We know what they want him to look like, innit? So
Yeah,
but at
100.
the same time, seeing how effective and like impactful and influential he was within that team whilst he was on the pitch, it does make a lot of sense that he could go and be an elite manager at some point because like I actually thought Roy Keane probably could have, but he didn't adapt and grow with the game. You know what I mean? If he'd have mentally adapted with the game, he probably could have because he was that kind of passionate, influential. Like he'll get you geared up for some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, fucking hell, my man was just too old school with it. The game passed him in it, but company. Obviously, he's got his finger on the pulse kind of thing in it. He's
Yeah.
grown and adapted as the game has changed and grown in it. So he's
Yeah,
and
100. No, he's
young,
a
innit?
very good manager, man. And look at what he's doing with Bayern Munich right now. And again, he could, I mean, he could in theory get another big job. Maybe back in the Premier League. You know, you never know. You could see him managing City or United. You know, you never know. Real Madrid or Barcelona.
Bro.
You know,
I
I think what he's
honestly,
doing for Bayern now.
I honestly think City know he's gonna be their manager. Like that's their next proper long term manager. Like that. That's who they'll give time to. You know what I mean? They'll do the Arteta with company. But right now they're letting him do his thing because I feel like everyone that lived through United's fucking Fergie leaving, whoever comes second is fucked. You're doomed. You can't do anywhere near to a job that Pep Guardiola did for City. Same way, no, didn't matter who came in for United, no one is going to come close to what Fergie did. You're always going to be compared. So it's a safer option for them to say, right, well, let's bring him a Resco. He knows the players, he knows the system. You know what I mean? Like and then when it does go from Maresca to company. Like obviously, there's within the actual system and the philosophy, everything will be pretty much all in line, isn't it? Across the three different managers, but obviously that middle one, that stepping stone, you don't want that to be your ex-player.
Yeah. Let me just go on this comment from Christopher McGrath. Big up Christopher says, thinking it would be better if you just post one link, fella, as people are coming across your feeds. But they see only less than half a dozen people watch on each feed. But if you only post one feed, so listen. Obviously, because I'm on StreamYard, StreamYard gives you the option to display it either landscape or portrait. So you can either do it through your phone. So if you're on your phone and you want to watch the stream, there's that option. That's why we've got it on the other screen. And obviously, if you're on a laptop or on a computer, then it gives you that option as well. So that's the reason why it might seem as if there's two links, but there's not two links, there's only one link. It's just that it gives me the option to stream through both the phone and through a laptop or computer in it. So as I said, if people want to be here and want to join the discussion, as I say, YouTube's a free platform, so it's up to you. If you don't want to be here, then you don't want to be here. It's that simple, isn't it? So but yeah, no, big up, man. Big up to Christopher anyway. But anyway, let's move it on. Let's get in the other centre back. And as I said, Vincent Kompany, you know, one of the greatest leaders. I wouldn't just say the Premier League, but I think football in general has seen. And he's in there. He's in there.
Of recent times, definitely.
Yeah.
Like no one can dispute it. He's got to be in, like top 5 of recent times in leaders. And that's from a rival, isn't it? You've just got to give flowers where it's due, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, this one, I think, again, the defense is going to be quick here. So I'm thinking alongside him, we've either got, and I think we might go on the same player here, Thomas Vermaelen, Daniel Van Buiten, or Dedrick Boyata. It's not really a great list, I'll be honest.
This is what I'm saying, bro. It's pretty self-explanatory, this team, bro. Like,
yeah.
But that's the thing, though. It is good to do it because they've earned to be in this list of like the top fucking 10 or whatever teams.
Yeah.
But fucking hell. When you're putting them up against like doing a France one, even an England one, when you look at the like,
it's shameful, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, man. It makes you think like, where the fuck were Belgium through the 80s and 90s? Like, what was they doing as a nation? Did they only discover football in like 2000? God, this is insane when you actually go back.
Boy, I can't even answer that, man. It's it don't really make sense. It doesn't make sense. But I'll tell you one thing, though, the players that they have had, you know, you can't deny that they have had top quality players. To be fair, Courtois and Vincent Kompany are two of the best players, you know, in their era in the world.
Yeah,
and they've got a lot of players running through that team that have that. You know.
Yeah, they've got another, like, for me, they've got another 3 that already wrote their name into this. It's almost like, no, I can't remember who it was with the other week, but we were saying it like when it doesn't matter how good option B and C is, when option A is this guy, it's over. You get me?
100. Who you thinking to partner him then? Vermaelen?
Yeah, man. To be fair, this, like I say, this list is no real options. I've just got I've got the team in it. I've got the team. I've got one honorable mention because I knew that we'd go one up top, but I have got 2 strikers written down. But it's it's clear.
You know what? I've actually just remembered someone as well. You know, funny enough.
Yeah. You just remembered probably who I've wrote down.
Who's that?
The striker, the second striker. Do you want me to say it now?
No. I want to see if I've got him in my list because I'm thinking. Oh, okay. I've got a feeling I know who it is. I've got a feeling.
He played with a face.
No, bro. I know. I've got a feeling I know who it is. I've got a feeling I know who it is. I think he's on my. Let me see if he's on my list. Yeah, he's on my list. Yeah, he's on my list, but he's not gonna make it. Let's be honest. Well, it is what it is. All right, so Thomas Vermaelen, partnering Vincent Kompany. I think left back. I think we're literally debating between 2 players, Timothy Castagna or Jan Vertonghen, and I think we're gonna agree it's gonna be Jan Vertonghen. Yeah.
This one's right. We're spending longer bigging up the 1 or 2 stars in the squad than we are picking shit.
This is embarrassing.
Trust me, but this is what I'm saying, man. It's mad because you actually look back and you think,
Yeah.
where were the Belgian international team before 2000? Because what the fuck? There's nothing that the history books. You would think that Belgium was a newly founded country. Like
Yeah.
what the yeah, bro. So no,
It's
no,
crazy,
no
isn't it?
one go back in World Cup books now, yeah, and they see countries that don't exist anymore that are now
Yeah.
two separate countries and shit.
Mm.
Fucking people are gonna think Belgium was one of those.
Yeah. Give me 1 minute. I'm just gonna try and see if I can. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to see if I can. Is that in the screen properly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just. Let me just. Ah, 1 minute. Let me just. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yes, I mean the back three is pretty simple, and then I think right back. Again, we're gonna agree on this, but I'd probably say right back is probably the only position where there's an outstanding one. You'd probably say, but the other two could be in there as well. So I've gone for Toby Alderweireld, Thomas Moynier, and Anthony Van den Bory. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we're all going to be in agreement that it's going to be Alderweireld, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as I say, I think this back four, yeah, kind of picked itself. And even if you look at Belgium's defense now, I don't really see anyone that is gonna trouble that defense really. That's gonna be a future player to be over these players, in my opinion.
Yeah, like
I think,
someone currently that could work their way into it. Like,
yeah, I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone. Again, Thomas Moynier is still there, and that's because he's experienced. But again, Alderweireld had to be there. You know, obviously he played centre back for Tottenham. Him and Jan Vertonghen, you know, were the centre back pairing for Tottenham, and then both of them played fullback for Belgium, which is mad, isn't it? It's actually mad how both of them were the centre back pairing for their club, but both played fullbacks for their national team. Mad.
Where Arteta got his tactic from? Arteta fucking watching Belgium back in the day. He's fucking 4 centre backs in it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally that.
Jacked up Belgian tactics still,
Yeah.
and it works. It works fucking hell.
But you know what I like though as well, yeah? You've got because Vermaelen actually played left back at times as well for Arsenal, yeah? And you've got adaptability. You got Vermaelen, Vertonghen, and Alderweireld can all play centre back, left back, and right back. But you got Vincent Kompany, who's the captain, that is just the centre back.
Yeah. It's like
that balance is quite good there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, let's move on to midfield. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna struggle. This is where we're gonna struggle. Yeah. Now,
there's 2 names straight away. You already know.
Okay, so let me go through the names. Yeah, we got Kevin De Bruyne, Axel Witsel, Yuri Tillemans, Marouane Fellaini, Moussa Dembele, Raja Nainggolan, and I put Amadou Onana in there as well. Yeah. For me, the first player that I'm gonna pick to go in midfield is gonna be Dembele.
Yeah. And then KDB's the second one in there in the 10. This is what I'm saying. Like these man pick themselves.
So we got Moussa Dembele, yeah. And guys, those of you that that didn't watch Moussa Dembele, yeah, I'm saying this now. This guy was one of the most talented players to play in the Premier League. This is a guy, yeah, that played for AZ Alkmaar, yeah. Oh, why am I can't? One second, let me just get rid of. I don't want the French striker Dembele that played for Celtic. You know what I mean? He can go
The
to
bad
hell,
Dembele, isn't it?
bro. It's annoying, man. The funny thing is, he's. Let me try M Dembele. There we go. That will work. Yeah, guys. For those of you that didn't watch Musa Dembele, yeah, this guy played as a striker for AZ Alkmaar, and then he moved on to Fulham. Yeah, and then obviously Fulham played him as a striker, but in that Fulham he started dropping deeper. Yeah, he started dropping deeper. And then at Tottenham, obviously played central midfield alongside what's that guy that come from Southampton? I forgot his name. Oh, Victor Wanyama. Yeah. You see this Musa Dembele, yeah? He was an absolute joke. And there's only been one player that I would say that has literally competed with that actually competed with Paul Pogba. Yeah. And that is Dembele. And as the first game I've ever seen Paul Pogba being given a tough game against Dembele, because Dembele could match him for strength. Dembele was very good on the ball as well. And yeah, man, he was an absolute joke, man. So I don't know if people are surprised that he's in there, you know, but for me, he was in there all day long. Like, and it's him and the other two you can juggle. That was my thinking. What do you think of Dembele, bro?
No, I always thought he was fucking elite, like ridiculous quality to him. Like his technique was phenomenal. But the thing is, like at that time, like no one was like, because other than like who we're probably gonna get to like in the next like 5 minutes, like nobody was looking at any Belgian player with any real quality about him, you know what I mean? There was like one prospect that people was talking about, you know what I mean? But fucking, I feel like he was probably like hampered by his nationality at the point where he was, you know what I mean? Because if he'd have been French, for example, the hype around him would have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if he'd have been a Brazilian or a Spaniard, it'd have been a total different kind of fucking
100
beast. You know what I mean? So I feel that's the only reason it'll get overlooked, because at the time people weren't taking Belgium very serious. You know what I mean? So, but I always thought he was a top tier like midfielder. To be fair, I didn't think much of him as a striker. But when he ended up in midfield, that's where I saw the actual potential and quality that he possessed in it.
Yeah, I think with Dembele, yeah, he was too talented, yeah, to be a striker, because he was so good on the ball. Yeah, you needed to utilize his ability deeper on the pitch so he can get on the ball. You know, he's very. I mean, this guy was so press resistant as well, which is an underrated skill in football. You know, if you're press resistant, it just buys you more time on the ball. And he was that, you know, left-footed as well, physical. I mean, the only thing he didn't do really was score a lot of goals. But again, his role in the team for Tottenham was different. But yeah, I hear it when you're saying that he wasn't really a great striker, but there was things he did really that, you know, that were standout. But he excelled playing midfield, man, because he was just that good on the ball. And as I said, man, like he was a ridiculous player. And I think people that really love football, you would know how good this guy was. And even like Christopher McGrath has said, he was a poor man's Yaya. I think that's a disrespect to Dembele, because for me, Yaya Toure is probably the most complete midfielder to ever play in the Premier League. Yeah, in terms of the attributes he has, you know, I'd only say the only player that can compete with Yaya Toure for being a complete midfielder is Paul Pogba. But Musa Dembele, you could argue, is in that category as well, because Musa Dembele was underrated.
No, but
very underrated.
I think with that kind of comment there, I don't necessarily take that as a knock on Dembele. I see that like for example, if I hear someone that sounds like Swiss or Wretch, I'll probably say to like my boy, "Oh, you need to hear this, like a bootleg Wretch or something." You know what I mean? But it's not a disrespect. It's letting man know like he's in that realm, but not
in that kind of company.
disrespecting. Yeah, but not disrespecting the veteran or the GOAT or the great by like lessening Yaya by saying, yeah, he was like Yaya, because it's like, well, fucking hell, Yaya was different kettle of fish, innit? So it's for me, it's like letting you know, like, nah, that's who he's close to, innit? Like Neymar is a poor man's Dino. You could say that, you know what I mean?
Bro, I think there's people out there that will tell you that he surpassed Ronaldinho.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. There is an argument for it, but that's what I'm saying. For me, the argument is, well, fucking hell, they created a game series of what Ronaldinho did on a pitch. FIFA Streets would not have existed if it was not for Ronaldinho, bro.
100,
you know what I mean? Whole styles of football tournaments were created off the back of what he did on a pitch. So for me, his impact, it will outlast the game. You know what I mean? And it's the same as like the Carlos and Cafu thing. Then man, what they did, they changed right back and left back to a position where that's where you put the right footed player with the least techers and the left footed player with the least techers. And now suddenly, this is where you can have some elite ballers. You know what I mean? And it changed the scope of the game. For me, no one can chat to them, man. It doesn't matter how good they are, like the Marcelo Alves convo we have. Like for me, them man can't chat to him because they made the game what it was for them to play in. You know what I'm saying? And if it weren't for Dino, there would be no Neymar. You know what I mean? But I'm
100.
sure Dino would also say that if there wasn't a Rivaldo, there would be no Dino. You know what I mean? He'd probably fucking humbly say that he was a poor man's Rivaldo or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, when I hear a poor man's, I hear all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I'm not taking it as a disrespect on Moussa Dembele. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that Moussa Dembele was that underrated. You could arguably say he could have been on par with Yaya Toure.
Yeah, like to be fair, if Moussa Dembele was French, people might even be saying like, "Oh, they would have neck and neck the top two midfielders of that." You know what I mean? But obviously, he got overlooked at the time, and obviously, when you think back to a certain period in time, you go back to the feeling. You know what I mean? It's not just all facts that go through your head. You remember how you felt at that time and how you know what I mean. So I feel like obviously people will overlook him, but anyone that's willing to say put him in a bracket with Yaya or Pogba, for me, you've got the nail on the head. You know what I mean? Because that is kind of the comparison, isn't it? But I feel everyone will pretty much agree. Push comes to shove, you're gonna put it Yaya, Pogba, and then Dembele, innit?
In terms of complete,
But that's what I'm saying. Like for me, like I don't get hung up on the like the negative part of the compliment, because it's like that's just the way Brits are, innit? We backhand compliment everything, you know what I mean? Like so like for me, I see that comment as he's right. He's close to Yaya, but people wouldn't say that he was close to Yaya. So that's how you term it, innit? He was the poor man's Yaya. You know what I mean?
No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. As I said, I think
to have your name next to that. That's why I don't like hearing Bruno next to fucking classic tens, because it.
Bro, listen, save yourself, save yourself, because I wanna hear these Bruno fans and see what they got to say this time, because bro, it's almost like we just keep getting it right. It's almost like that. But as I said, we're gonna get into that afterwards, and which brings us on nicely, anyways, because I think you said De Bruyne, on the other side. Right, let's put De Bruyne in there, but let's get on to De Bruyne quickly, because De Bruyne, rightfully so, one of the best players to play in the Premier League. A lot of people will tell you he's the best when he's not. Yeah. But one thing I'll tell you, yeah. And remember at the start of the tournament, when I done the World Cup series, there was a couple of players that I spoke about. And I specifically said, if certain teams are sticking with these certain players because of names, these teams will get eliminated from the competition. Yeah. Now, if you look at Belgium were playing Senegal. Kevin De Bruyne started the game and it was awful. Awful. Giving the ball away, wrong decision making, couldn't get to the pace of the game. Yeah. All of a sudden, De Bruyne comes off the pitch. It frees up Yuri Tillemans to go in the 10. What happens as the end result? Belgium go on to win 3-2. Yeah. Against Senegal. The next game against USA, De Bruyne doesn't start. Belgium smoke USA. It's almost like, yeah, players like De Bruyne and a certain other player, it's almost like these guys are past their sell-by date. You don't play them, use them as impact subs as they're meant to be, and then you might get a better performance out of your team. It's almost like we've been trying to tell you this for the whole start of it. And again, De Bruyne has been good for Belgium. There was a time where people were saying that he was the number one player when he clearly wasn't, because the other player, which we'll get onto very soon. But I mean, listen, I think he's probably in this team because more to do with his name, because I actually don't think he's actually been that good for Belgium. I actually don't think he's been that good.
No, it's more for his success at club level, to if we're being totally honest, isn't it? And
yeah,
but for me, KDB getting into this team, it's more a case of it's the lack of competition for spots here. Like I said,
yeah,
this was the first one we've done where it doesn't really matter what formation we go, we can almost fit everybody in anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but obviously, if this, like, say for example, it like Dembele, if he was French or whatever, like there's a conversation to have whether he gets into any of those other teams. For me, I don't think De Bruyne gets in over any of the more attacking midfielders that are in any of them fucking teams. Nah, he doesn't get in.
Yeah, but bro, the thing is with De Bruyne, yeah, De Bruyne is one of them players, yeah. I think, yeah, praise him for what he's for what he's done, yeah. But he's also one of them players that is massively overrated. And the thing is, the reason why he's overrated is because he's played in the Premier League. You know, I remember watching him in Germany, yeah. He was more exciting in Germany playing for Wolfsburg. But in the Premier League, don't get me wrong, yeah, he has played his part for Man City, you know, winning Premier League titles. But he's another player that is massively overrated. And he is this version's David Beckham, you know, playing on the inside right channel. You know, the guy was actually a winger, by the way, De Bruyne. He was actually a winger. And then obviously transitioned to playing as a number 10 and then central midfield, innit? But yeah, I just think in terms of his whole career, he's had a very good career in terms of, you know, what he's done for City, obviously formerly at Chelsea as well. But I think this World Cup has clearly shown you, you know, that Belgium are better off without him. And there was none more evident in that game against Senegal. He comes off the pitch and then Belgium look a lot more threatening. They win the game. And then again against USA, he doesn't start. And they absolutely smoke USA in it. But I think he's more in this team, as you said, because of the name and probably the lack of competition. Because I look at Dembele and De Bruyne, yeah. Who would I rather have in my team? I will tell you Dembele. I would say Dembele, because Dembele was a proper footballer. You know what I'm trying to say? And De Bruyne is very much in the Bruno Fernandes mode of, you know, these guys are high volume players. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. You know, they just keep spamming until it works. Even though De Bruyne does have more quality than Bruno. But as I said, I'm happy to put him in there, you know. But I think the third midfielder, I've got a feeling we might go on different on this one. Big up to Lumi Rain as well. So, who are you thinking? Who are you thinking for your midfielder?
Well, for balance, it'd have to be obviously someone more defensive minded. So I'm going more of it. So
Bro, that's exactly who I was going for. I thought, yeah, you would have gone for Nainggolan.
nah, you need obviously like this
Yeah.
team because like at the end of it, we're gonna look at it compared to other teams. It's like this. It's definitely gonna need balance. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and to be fair, Witsel, like again, I think he was another one that kind of got overlooked like during his peak years because obviously he wasn't like the best in the world at any point, but I
Yeah.
feel like he was always a solid choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the thing is, he provided the strength and the defensive ability, defensive nous for Belgium. Because in his prime, he was actually a key player for them when you think of the midfield that they had. Because I think a lot of their midfielders were, somewhat attacking, and he was the only difference really, that someone that would hold that midfield together in it.
Yeah.
I was thinking Yuri Tillemans, but I think if you're going for balance, you can't really have Tillemans playing in the central. I think Tillemans will have to go ahead of either De Bruyne or Musa Dembele, innit? But yeah, I think Witsel for me was definitely the player. I think it was either him or Nainggolan, and I was happy with Witsel as well, man. So look at that, we got literally the whole defense and midfield spot on. That's exactly the team that I would have gone for. And I think out of all these players we've chosen, I think Yuri Tillemans is probably the only player you could kind of make a case for. But is it worth taking out someone to put him in? That makes sense.
Nah, not yet. Like there's a case that Tillemans could eventually displace someone from this, but right now, nah.
Yeah. I agree. Lumi says Trossard's the most underrated ever Premier League player. You know what, Lumi? Yeah, I forgot. I think you've actually forgotten here as well. You do know that Trossard's going to Besiktas, yeah? So he's actually agreed a deal to go to Besiktas. So I don't know if you're just bigging him up because you're thinking he's still Arsenal, but he's actually on his way to Besiktas. But you know what? Trossard was better at Brighton. He was better at Brighton. Under Arteta at Arsenal, he's become somewhat of a workhorse midfielder or winger. But he was a lot better at Brighton, man. He was more exciting at Brighton. But yeah, he's going to Besiktas anyway. What's this one? Amorim saying AC Milan's bigger than United. Yeah, fuck Amorim. I don't care about Amorim. That guy can go to hell, man. Like, he ruined us.
Amorim's not welcome back in Manchester. He can say what he wants.
Yeah, bro. These fans are dumb. Yeah, they only gave him time because of they thought he was this young coach, with good clothes, man. Forget all that rubbish. What was he doing in the dugout? Nothing. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, forget him, man. Forget him. Nainggolan with the long shots. Yeah, I hear it. But who are you putting Nainggolan ahead of? That's the thing. Who is he going to go ahead of? Because Axel Witsel offers the balance. He's not going nowhere near ahead of Dembele. So you're looking at De Bruyne, or do you move De Bruyne forward one? This is where it gets interesting.
Maybe to be fair, just to put it out there, because KDB started on the wing, maybe throw him on the right, because on the right there ain't great options.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking to move De Bruyne forward, but we'll go through it anyway. Yeah. Axel as a false 10, and Tillemans can go in midfield. False 10. There's no such thing as a false 10. It's a false 9. Fizz, have you ever heard of false 10?
Nah.
New
10. One to me.
Boy, I've never heard of false 10, man.
If that's false actually 10. A thing, explain the role for me though, because I would like to know what.
I think you meant false 9. Yeah, Chris, man, you're taking the piss, man. So in the false nine, what we doing there?
And a false
Bruno is
nine
a
is
false
messed up.
10. Oh, yeah, I make you right, man. He's a false 10. He's not a 10. But there's no role called false 10. The false nine is more or less a striker that wants to drop deep. Bruno and Bellingham are false 10s. So what are you saying that are you saying they're shit? Oh, that's Clement. Big up Clement. Yeah. I think Clement's saying that they're false 10s, meaning that they're shit. Yeah, I agree,
Yeah.
Clement. Big up, man. I agree. But
I say the fake tens, but false work same way, don't it?
yeah. All right, cool. Let's move it on because I don't want to hear Bellingham and Bruno's name until we get on to Portugal a bit later in a bit. Because listen, hate to say, man. Right, let's go to the wingers, yeah, and let's just put this guy in there. And this guy is one of my favorite players, my favorite all-time players. For me, he's one of the best players to ever play in the Premier League, and that is none other than Eden Hazard. And guys, what I will tell you, yeah, how highly I rate this guy, Eden Hazard, is that Hazard could have been the best player in the world. He could have surpassed definitely Ronaldo. The only difference between him and Ronaldo is Ronaldo's professionalism, which is what took him past Hazard. But in terms of ability, at that time, you're only looking at Messi and Neymar as being ahead of Eden Hazard ability-wise. You're only looking at them because that's how good Hazard was, you know, and you know, he carried this Belgium team in attack for years. You know, people will say that it was De Bruyne, never was. It was Eden Hazard. You know, Eden Hazard was an absolute joke, man. And when I look at watching Manchester United over the years, there's only been probably one striker that I've actually been worried coming up against for Man United, and that's Henry, yeah, or should I say one player. The other is Eden Hazard, because that guy could just turn the game on its head. And the thing with Hazard, what I liked, yeah, is that Hazard was smart. You know, the way that he used his body to protect the ball, you know, the way that he could manipulate the ball as well. And these kind of things, these are underrated skills. You know, all the best players have ball manipulation. You look at Neymar, you look at Hazard, you know, Michael Olise's got it. You know, all these silky dribblers, Ryan Cherky. There's a certain thing that these guys do, you know, that just sets them apart from certain players. And for me, Eden Hazard is one of the best players. I actually put him in my top 3 as best ever players to play in the Premier League. In my top 3. I think he was that good. You know, there was times at Chelsea, this guy was playing with shit. And this guy was just single-handedly winning them games. You know, that's what you call a top player, man. Fitz, what do you think of Hazard, man?
Yeah, no, he was ridiculous. To be fair, your comment about one of the best to play in the Prem, like his time in the Prem, just that in a capsule. Yeah, it's hard to argue it. To be fair,
Yeah,
but obviously it's people remember the entire career, and that's what dampens it for Hazard. The next they remember like the chubby Hazard that just wasn't getting in the squad for fucking Madrid and that. So it's like, well, yeah, man, it's actually disappointing because the worst thing is knowing that if he'd actually come to United the way he was meant to, Fergie would have ironed that shit out of him.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I believe.
100%.
The only thing I would say though, the only thing I would say, I don't know if Hazard would have been the Hazard that he was at Chelsea at United.
No,
I don't know, because people would say, but look at Ronaldo, but Ronaldo became more of a physical beast, in terms of the work ethic and all that he put into it, whereas Hazard was just a silky player. And to my knowledge, I've not seen any silky player survive at United. So that's why I had my reservations on if Hazard would have worked out at United.
No, but for me, I feel like he would have, because even though, like, okay, can't think of a silky player like that. For me, Giggs was
Yeah.
fucking silky in his prime, but obviously, like when you look at it, and like, yo, I've seen the stuff about Dino, like he was meant to sign and how
Yeah.
excited Fergie was, and he's gonna give him the 7 shirt and all this. Like, he really, like, he wanted a player like that. I'm telling you now. And then a couple
Yeah.
years down the line, an opportunity presents itself where he's found Hazard, and knowing what he was doing in the French league, and then
Yeah.
like, nah, he'd have brought him in and just ironed out all that unprofessional behavior, got him on
Yeah.
the
You
straight
would
and
like to think
narrow.
so.
Yeah, like,
The only thing I would say though with Giggs is that Giggs was British, isn't it? So it's a little bit different. He'll be
yeah,
more acclimatized to play in this country. I just
yeah,
think with Hazard, and I'm only saying that because the talent at Man United never really gets the protection or the chances that they need. Whereas I say Ronaldo's one was a bit different because Ronaldo's part of his game become because he got himself physically fit, and he got a lot stronger.
but
So, but
again,
whereas Hazard was,
I think that would have
he
been
wasn't really that
Fergie.
kind of guy. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing, though. I think that was probably Fergie's impact on Cristiano, telling him, "Look, this is a physical league, son. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're gonna
yeah,
have to get a bit of fucking weight on you and make sure that weight's muscle and not fat. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh,
And
so you think he would done the same thing for Hazard?
yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Because
mm,
that's how Fergie would protect a player like that coming in. Just letting him
yeah,
know, look, this is a physical league. You are going to get chopped down left, right, and center. Now,
yeah,
we don't dive. If you remember Cristiano, there was a period where he kept fucking going down very easy. And fucking Fergie apparently turned around and said, "Yo, you do that again, you won't play for us again." You get me?
yeah,
And he had to
yeah,
just iron it out. And this is the kind of shit that he was notorious for with younger players, and he was successful with it like 99% of the time. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like if he saw a player and was like, no, this kid for the first team, he made sure that that shit worked out, or at least he
mm,
gave every opportunity. And the only way it wasn't going to work out was if you just didn't have that professionalism in you. But I feel like Hazard got away with murder. At Chelsea, he got away with murder because I've even heard
yeah,
them talk about how he'd just roll into training, wouldn't even tie up his laces, never
yeah,
touch a ball, but then on Saturday he'd turn up. It's like, all right, cool.
yeah,
I heard similar shit about Cantona, but not that he didn't train. It's just that he could turn up, and York, he could turn up and just fucking mess around in training, but they'd train and they'd be forced to do the fucking laps and whatever else they needed to do. You know what I
But
mean?
but but Fitz, you know what I think it is with the Hazard one, yeah. Chelsea knew that they had like a genuine superstar that they probably couldn't replace, so there was a bit of leeway in that sense, in it, because
But that's where it all starts to go wrong. When you're letting a young player get full freedom because we can't replace him, and he
yeah,
knows
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Now he's
yeah,
bigger than the club. And now
mm,
when he goes to Real Madrid, yeah, he's gonna gain weight and not turn up to training. And then, man, that's not good enough. You're just not gonna play here. And that's how his career died.
yeah,
For me, Chelsea made him comfortable enough to go to a team like Real Madrid and not try.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I hear it.
bro, Fergie, not a chance would a player have played under Fergie for a couple of years and left and not tried.
Yeah,
Nah, nah.
I hear it. I hear it. Let me go through some of these comments. So would Mourinho have helped Belgium's golden generation win a title? Do you know what? Possibly, but the only thing I would say about Mourinho might have killed the talent that Belgium had. But then on the other hand, he could have been the sole reason why they probably would have got over the line. Because one thing about Mourinho is that Mourinho's a winner, So it depends, really depends. Because did Mourinho have Hazard at Chelsea? I don't think he did he?
I
I
don't.
know. No, I
Yeah,
swear he did.
or he might have had him in his last season there, in it before he got. What's that?
Oh, I think before he got. Oh, sorry, no, he did. He did because didn't Hazard and them get him sacked or something? I heard. I can't remember, but
That's ringing a bell. I know players definitely fucking like player power
Yeah.
fucked fucking Mourinho out of Chelsea.
Yeah, 100, yeah. But I think, yeah, I think you can say that Mourinho probably would have been a deciding factor in them getting over the line. But then again, you're going to be... The one thing about Mourinho is that he'll set his team up in a way, but you are going to lose something. So you might not have got a free-flowing football team like Belgium, but you might have got a more solid Belgium. So I hear that. Yeah, it could have been that. It could have been that. Big up to Clement, says they aren't true tens, talking about Bruno and Burnham. Clement, listen, you're talking the same language, man. But trying to tell people that Burnham and Bruno are not number 10s, yeah, you might as well just be hitting your head against a brick wall, man, because people just don't understand. Like, these guys have never been 10s. And the thing is, yeah, the word number 10, yeah, it has more meaning than just wearing a number as well. You know, there's a reason why they're called 10s. There's so much into it, but yeah, man, it's one of them things, isn't it? Let me see this. Is Hazard a bigger Premier League legend than Bergkamp? Great question.
No, because the impact Bergkamp had when he joined the Prem, that was like one of the first like big fucking international fucking imports, you know what I mean? And that seemed to be one of the first that got the ball really rolling. But
you know what is though? When we're saying a bigger Premier League legend, what does that mean though? Like how can you determine who's a better legend?
I'm simply just going off the impact they had on the Premier League, because that's the only way that I can work that one out. Otherwise, it's just a case of, well, let's pull up the medals, innit? Who won more?
Yeah. But again, Hazard won more though.
Then if that's your barometer of success, like then it's got to be Hazard, isn't it? But if it's impact on the actual league, I feel like the Bergkamp signing was massive. Obviously, I know the Hazard thing eventually didn't it lead to Chelsea not being able to sign anyone for like a season or two?
Yeah, I hear it.
But like that's
you know what? It's a great question, man, because you know you could probably get 50-50 on this, Hazard or Bergkamp. I mean, it's not a question that I want to answer personally, because it's gonna be out of order, man, to pick one and not the other. But I would say if we're putting it all together in terms of ability and what they won, you would have to say Hazard. But that doesn't mean that Bergkamp weren't good, because Bergkamp as a number 10 is arguably the best number 10 to play in the Premier League, like as a number 10. But I think Hazard probably just shades it, probably for me. You know, he probably just shades it. I know, Fitch, I know you're going with Bergkamp, innit?
Yeah.
But
like it's the same. Like for me, he just edges it. You know what I mean? There's not much in it, but and like obviously I can hear someone say, Hazard for me, and it's not like it's like outrageous. You know what I mean? It's a very good fucking question. It's not like saying Bergkamp or Bruno and hearing a man say Bruno. Like that's gonna...
Bro, don't mention them two players in the same sentence again, man. Please, let's not do that.
Bro,
Man. That'll give me a headache.
Myself, though, if I've got to live the pain, you man are coming with me. Fuck that.
Nah. I'm not on this. I'm not on this Bruno and Bergkamp talk, man. I'm not hearing that, man. If you want to compare Bruno to someone, compare him to someone like David Batty, man, or something like that. You know, not Dennis, man. I'm not doing that, man. No way. I hear it. You know what I mean? But yeah, listen, Bergkamp was ridiculous, man. He was. But yeah, I think I'll probably just go Hazard. And I think the best thing to look at as well, was in Bergkamp's time, and this might sound crazy, was Bergkamp regarded as one of the best players in the world?
Yeah.
And the thing is, that should tell you the kind of era that he was in. Because I don't remember people talking about Bergkamp as being top 5 in the world.
No, I think people knew he was. I think people straight away there was an asterisk at the time because obviously he didn't fly. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So you
yeah,
didn't get
yeah,
to see him go up against every fucking opportunity of big competition.
yeah,
But what he was doing in like Euros and World Cups and yeah, bro, there's goals he was scoring and
yeah,
like I say that how dominant he was in the league. Like he was known as the Premier League's best player for a bit. Like let's be
yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
But again,
obviously
they all, but they would always tell you that it was always Henri, then Bergkamp. You know what I mean?
now I hear it, but nah, not for me.
Nah,
1998,
not for me
best player
either.
in the Premier League
Mm,
was Dennis Bergkamp.
mm,
You know what I mean? Hands
yeah,
down. To be fair, Cantona retired what 97? Yeah.
mm,
Fucking I'd still say 97. Bergkamp was the best fucking player in the league. I think
yeah. Bergkamp.
Cantona 96 was probably still best player in the league, but I think from there it was Bergkamp. And I don't think
Yeah.
Henri really took it until 2002.
2000.
He
Yeah, I can't
he,
remember. I'm
he
bad with
wouldn't
the years, man.
because bear in
Yeah,
mind 1998 he was at the World Cup, but he was a kid that no one knew who the fuck he was or why he was there. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And it
mm,
wasn't just a quick he won he was there and then he became a fucking superstar. It weren't the Dino story.
mm,
Like my man
mm,
fucking yeah, man. Like for me, he wasn't the best player in the league. He might have looked like he might have been the best young player in the league for a season or some shit, whilst Bergkamp was the best player in the league, full stop. But
yeah,
nah, like Bergkamp for me for a period was the best player in the league, and it was during that period of the change up because it's like even though obviously Italy stayed powerful for a long time, a lot of
mm,
Italian players and players from the Italian leagues was coming over to the Prem. And bro, around 90 what 98s and that we had guys like Ravanelli at fucking middles, bro. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Carboni at fucking Sheffield Wednesday. Bro, there was quality throughout the league and Bergkamp was the guy.
he
You know what I
was,
mean?
he was. Yeah,
So it's like for me, it Prem might not have been the best league in the world at the time, but it was fucking strong, and he was the best player in that league. So
mm,
for me, it has to be because Spain back then it was fucking two or three teams. You know what I mean? Germany
mm,
was one, fucking France was one, and this was before PSG even got money. You know what I mean? So it was us in the Italian league, really.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So you
mm,
to be the best player in one of two top leagues, you've got to have been classed as one of the best in the world.
mm.
Got to. The only reason why you won't remember people saying that is because he weren't flying, so it was almost like well, there's no real proof of it. But it's like, well, fucking course there is. Like people still seeing him on big stages. We see just type in Dennis Bergkamp Euro goal. You'll
Mm.
see at least one stunner. Type in the same for World Cup. You'll see at least one stunner. He did it on the big stage. You
Yeah,
know
he
what I
was.
mean?
He was a joke, man. He was an absolute joke.
And it went
As I
so
said, I
full.
think when it comes to players playing, obviously that time it was the 4-4-2 era, innit? But in
Yeah,
terms of the number tens, whether you're playing as a number 10 in the 4-4-2 era off the striker, or you're playing in a number 10 behind the striker, for me there hasn't been a better number 10 than Bergkamp.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
and bro, I would say Bergkamp, as you said as well, ahead of Cantona as well.
yeah. Like I say, at what like for certain seasons, Cantona was definitely the best player in the league, and it was
Yeah.
undisputed. But
Mm.
that doesn't mean that he was a better player than Dennis Bergkamp or a better 10 than Dennis
Yeah.
Bergkamp. He was just
Yeah.
more effective and influential those
Yeah.
seasons, innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
But Dennis Bergkamp all round, I've said it a few times. Dennis Bergkamp was technically better than Eric Cantona, and there's
Mm.
not a
He was.
question
He
to that.
was. He was.
And
And that's nothing on
Cantona,
Cantona, by the way, either.
yeah, bro, my son's named after Cantona. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like I
Mm.
love Eric. It like I say, my son's called Cole Cantona.
Mm.
Fucking them two are my guys. You get me? My guys. It is what it is. Dennis was better though.
Bro. So it must have been hurting your soul, yeah, when they had the cheek to try and put Bruno and Cantona in the same conversation.
Of course,
Oh,
bro.
bro.
I had to let my son know, yo, don't fall for any of this bullshit. Bruno is nowhere near any of the people that I talk to you about. Fucking
Boy,
ridiculous.
you
Like,
better have another one and call it Bruno, man. I'm telling you.
bro, fuck that. I'll tell you straight, yo, if I have another one, be fucking named JJ after Mr. Okocha at this rate. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been putting my son on to more and more clips of him in it. He loves him same way. Like it's just bro.
Right. Let's
But
hope next season, man, he gets the odd game, man, and scores so we can put these Arsenal fans in the bin as well with this Max Dalman hype, you know. Let's hope, man.
bro.
Nah,
To be
Dalman's
fair,
good, man, but let's
I,
see, innit?
I want to see fucking. Obviously, we'll get there in a few fucking picks in it, but I want to see a lot of movement after this fucking World Cup from our club, man. God,
Well, I'm bored of it, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bored of it. Like it's just been one. It's, do you know what? Yeah, it's actually been one of the worst transfer windows so far because I've been and the reason for that, yeah, I've been shocked because I thought it was gonna all go off before the World Cup or even during it, and it's just been dead, like literally dead. I think Tottenham, as it stands right now, them and you'd probably say Real Madrid have won this transfer window. You know what I'm trying to say? So
but that's what
it's
I'm
just
saying.
been dead, man. It's been so dead.
They even misled us. They led us to believe, like, yeah, we're getting shit done early. You see how early they announced that fucking Edison was basically wrapped up. Still on now,
Yeah.
we're waiting on it to be confirmed.
Oh,
Taking
bro,
the
it's mad.
piss out of us, bro.
You know how mad it is as well. Yeah, the season starts in 6 weeks. You know,
Bro, I know. We've still got another 2 weeks of fucking World Cup before we even get to business.
this is a joke, man. It's a joke. Listen, go and get me Camavinga. You know, and if you get me Camavinga, Chouameni, Baleba, or Camavinga, Walton, or whoever, just give me between Camavinga, Baleba, Walton, Chouameni, yeah, or an Alex Scott, yeah. Give me three of them. I'm happy. But as it stands right now, this is dead. It is absolutely dead.
The worst part of it all is I was sat here a couple of weeks ago saying, but nah, you know what though? If you notice, a lot of our targets that we're talking about, we're linked with. These men aren't going to the World Cup.
Yeah,
So
but exactly. So why we ain't making no moves?
We've done fuck all, and we've watched a couple of them go elsewhere in the meantime. Like, what
Crazy.
the fuck? But this is what I'm saying about this fucking sell to buy bullshit. I'm telling you now. I even seen some shit about Somerville. Like, that's not looking likely at all, even though it's a cheap deal, and that's only because we're relying on Rashford going. If Rashford doesn't go, we're not replacing that position. So
yeah, but that was obvious anyway because Rashford's on massive money, and that's the reason, isn't it? So I kind of expected that anyway.
No, but the thing is though, to be linked with Somerville, and then like 2 weeks later it starts coming out that oh no, we're waiting for Well, you knew that 2 weeks ago when you leaked that we were linked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So there's no guarantee. Like, for example, Edison now, coming in, he was clearly going to be an Ugarte fucking replacement. And we clearly we had a few fucking people linked with him, Premier League wise and abroad as well. So like he was definitely going to be going out and probably going out fairly early. Then he's got injured. Now that's off the table. This Edison shit slowed right down because we're basically waiting to see if my man's gonna get back fucking fit or not. Now, obviously, we know he will do. He should pass his medical, and it should be announced fucking anytime now, really, in it. But obviously, like now, the whole game plan would have changed because we're not going to be getting say fucking 30 million through Ugarte. So that's 30 million that we can't spend now that we was planning to spend because a couple of weeks ago he was guaranteed money, just like we had Rashford's wage off the bill and a guaranteed 26 mil. No, that's gone out the fucking window. They're like, well, now we're 56 mil down and got a gigantic wage and another player that's on a fairly decent wage. Fucking 9-month injury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm telling you now, I can already see the fucking purse strings are just getting tightened up, like in front of
Mm.
Carrick space, like, you know.
And you know what's mad as well, yeah? Amadou Onana done his ACL as well. So he's out for a little while as well now, yeah. And you never know, Aston Villa could be looking at the market for another midfielder because they reckon that Aston Villa weren't going to go into the market. They're now going to go in the market for a midfielder now.
Yeah,
They could
more
be looking at
competition.
a target that United want.
Yeah,
And
more
again,
competition.
they can offer them Champions League football as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, bro,
Only
I'm
thing
bored
we
of
can
it, man.
offer them
Let's move
is
on
the
because I'm tired of it, man. Like, all I want to see is that yellow writing on Sky Sports saying breaking news, and it's involving United. You know, with Camavinga. That's all I want to see because I'm well and truly bored of it. So, yeah, man. Let's move it on. But George Best was silky and he did well at United. George Best was silky, but this is a different era, by the way.
And hold up, 'cause I know my shit as well. Yes, he
Go on,
did
bro.
phenomenal. He did phenomenal under Samat. Yeah, and then my man at United fell so far off the fucking track that we had to release the brother. Don't give me that bullshit. Not every silky player survives. They can thrive
Yeah.
for a period, but surviving in thriving, they're different, bro. They're
Yeah.
different. But
When I'm saying the technicians don't survive the United, it's because United is built off of like United, the kind of players that the United fan base, the majority of them they like tryhards, isn't it? So if you're a talented kind of player, you won't really get given the luxury that a tryhard would get given. And then obviously you've mentioned Nani as well. Nani was silky, but again, Nani wasn't given the license like Cristiano was. Cristiano was given that license because again, he was deemed as working hard off the pitch. So them kind of things there was resonating with a lot of the fans. But my thing is, again, as Fitz said, you know, if he got hold of Hazard, Hazard could have been that sort of player. I'm just basically saying that the history of Man United and the talented players, a lot of them don't really thrive, and there's loads of examples for that as well. You know,
uh,
but
there are a lot of examples of those kind of players that don't do it. But that's what I'm saying. For me, when Fergie signed a player and saw something in them, he'd have give them all the same opportunities. You know what I mean? And it's a
yeah,
case of like the same advice. Look, you need to hit the gym. You need to be fucking bulking up as much as you can. It's going to be
yeah,
very physical here. This, that, and the next. And the players that some players just genetically won't have it. You know what I mean? And that'll
yeah,
be unfortunate for them. But then there'll be other players that just like Ravel. Like I know Ravel just personally, he was just nah. I'm not bending over backwards and jumping through a hoop for you, bro. Like
yeah.
play me or don't. You get me? Like
Bro, the
you know,
funny thing is, I actually watched a documentary, you know, the other day actually on YouTube,
yeah.
on Ravel Morrison, and bro, is you know what? Yeah, it's just mad, yeah, that someone with that ability, yeah, he just yeah, he just couldn't get it together, man. It's
Now
actually a shame
you know
because
what
these
it
are the
was.
kind of
Yeah,
players that you want to see.
yeah, but you know what it was. Honestly, like
Mm,
my man he because it was his mates and influences in it. Like you see when like I watch a lot of Scholes' shit in it, and he says like basically he was going out with his mates out on a weekend, and Fergie
yeah,
tried to frolic him, and Scholes' dad got onto Fergie was like he's allowed to have a life in it, but
yeah,
then Scholes was like, to be fair, I've not spoke to any of them lads since. You get me? He's like, but that's what he
mm,
had to do to be a successful footballer. He had to sacrifice what his idea of fun at the time was. You know what I mean? And with
yeah,
Ravel, outside influences and that, and obviously he's from the same ends, in it. Like we went to the same school. He was a
yeah,
couple of years younger than man, but
mm,
like I knew all of his people at like they're youngsters round the way in it, and obviously
mm,
all on crud, all on badness, you know what I mean? So it's like
yeah,
it wasn't a surprise. Like I was expecting him to cut free from everyone and just focus in it, cause that's what
Yeah.
you expect when you see someone like about to reach it in it.
Mm.
But to still see him in the ends, like month after month, I'm like, yeah,
He's not learning. Yeah.
yeah, this something's going wrong here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Yeah.
obviously, like, yeah, it was just he just didn't like he was one of them. Nah, these are my day ones, in it. And to be fair, he's loyal to his people and whatever. You know what I mean? So respect on like a moral level in it, but on a professional level, dickhead thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolute dickhead thing. And I think
Mm.
now he's probably at the point in life where he's probably willing to say that himself, innit? He probably
Yeah.
even
Obviously, you
joked with
grow
his
up in it.
boys like,
Grow
I
up.
sacrificed everything for you, knobhead. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Yeah.
it, to be fair,
Bro,
the
there was one goal
quality,
we scored now. Yeah, there's one goal we scored in training for England. I know you've seen it. It's a cross, and he's finished it with like some flick. Yeah, and it's like that's real talent there. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah,
bro.
it's just a shame that he didn't really make most of it in it. You know, but these things happen.
This is the thing, bro. Like I'd watch him hold a ball. Like I say, the whole school basically would be on a playground, and there's one ball. Everyone, you know the game, bro. Everyone's chasing the one ball, in it. And
They're
like I say,
chasing it, trying to get to him.
yeah, bro. And I'm telling you now, the ball, about I'd
Mm.
say 40% of the time was with my brother, who, bear in mind, was like 2, 3 years older than Ravel. So it made sense that he was just as dominant because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was a bad boys too. But then Ravel had, considering we're in year 11 and he's like year 9 or some shit, you know what I mean? And he's,
Mm.
no one can get the ball off him. You know what I mean? I've even run around for 5 minutes with my Vinnie Jones hat on, like, nah, can't get close to the kid, you know, like, bro. He was just twisting guys up in the tightest of spaces. I'm watching him just walk out. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it
It
was.
makes sense.
I swear to God, bro, seeing it with my own eyes, because obviously my whole life I was seeing quality from my brother, but I didn't really know how good he was until I saw what
Yeah,
Ravel was doing, and I'm like, he's the only one that comes close, and he's a magician. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's where I started accepting, okay, our kid's got some talent, you know. But
yeah,
before that, I just thought like everyone else was just on my level, and he was just a little bit like, but nah, Ravel's a magician, bro. And like I say,
mm,
I'm accepting that. I'm like, yo, fucking hell. He made me understand that my brother was decent at ball. And I'm looking
yeah.
at Ravel like, but you're younger than he is.
And he's
My
different.
and my
Yeah,
brother was small and skinny for his age, and so was Ravel. But Ravel was like 2, 3 years younger than us,
yeah,
as
yeah.
well
He's
as
just
being
different.
small and skinny. And it's like this
Yeah,
kid that looks like he's fresh in on his first day of year 7 is just making year 11s look like dickheads, and we're here to hurt him. We're not even looking for the ball anymore, you know. Like, we've had enough. We've had two,
yeah,
3 months of disrespect. I'm coming for kneecaps every time I'm close, bro. Like, nah, man, magician. Like I say,
yeah.
with my own eyes, fucking best I've ever seen in the flesh, bro.
Serious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ridiculous, absolutely
yeah.
ridiculous. And so, like I say, just some of the skills, the technique, and then like
Mm.
some of the goals, man, seeing him fucking score on the field and that, like, oh yeah, ridiculous. The kid was
Nah,
so
madness, man, madness. I remember watching the interview, and they asked Ferguson about Ravel, and they said, and he just ignored it and just said, I can't remember what he said, but more or less just said, look, move on to the next question or something like that. Like
yeah,
he well and truly just rubbed his hands of him. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
it's a shame, man. But I suppose, man, these things happen in it, and he won't be the first, and he definitely won't be the last. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but in terms of that ability, man, yeah, as I say, man,
The thing is
it's
though,
crazy.
bro, at least
Yeah,
we've got like little clips of Ravel there, as
yeah,
like, so we know that that was the case. What's actually concerning, you know how many kids that would have been the exact same level or
yeah.
better that we've never even heard of or seen a clip of because they just never
100,
made it out of the academy,
100. Yep.
bro. It's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. Absolutely
Nah, bro, listen.
ridiculous.
I couldn't have said it any better myself, man. I couldn't say any better myself, but is what it is. Anyway, let's get back onto finishing this team before we talk a bit about a World Cup, innit? So, listen, we've got 2 positions to fill, and let's just go to the striker, and then we get the right winger in. Yeah. Now, actually, no. You know what? Let's get the right winger in actually, because the striker is going to be easy to fill, innit? So
Yeah.
we've got Hazard on one side, yeah. Now the other wingers I've got on there is Nasser Chadli, Dries Mertens, Jeremy Doku I've put in there, Leandro Trossard, Torgan Hazard, Yannick Carrasco, Adnan Januzaj, and Kevin Morales. Yeah, I think this might be the position where we're gonna differ. Yeah, I'm actually gonna shock you
Go ahead.
to who the right winger I'm going with. Yeah. I know who you're going for, by the way. Yeah.
All right, go on.
But
Go on,
I'm gonna go Kevin Morales.
And who do you think I'm going for?
You're going Carrasco.
To be fair, he was the only name that I wrote down. But
I thought so. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. Januzaj just for the banter.
Hey,
It's hard
Januzaj
to
was a
resist.
bad boy. I have to say though.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. At first, me and my boys, shout out to XP Frankie. My man fucking at a barber in OT, like Januzaj. Bro, I swear to God, all of us, man, were gassed off Januzaj. Everyone had bars about Januzaj at one time. Everyone, like little freestyle lines and that, just throwing him in there. Bro, Januzaj, everyone thought he was going to be the guy. Let us all
It's a
down.
shame, innit?
Everyone collectively got shattered fucking hearts from that one there. You know what I mean? We all just saw the same shit and thought, yo, this guy. Yeah, man, nothing. Absolutely.
Bro, when he come on the scene, man, he looked like a star, innit?
Yeah.
And then obviously gave him the number 11, Giggs' number. Yeah, boy, I can't even tell. Bro, where is he now? Is he even playing football still?
I swear he still is, but it's one of those mad obscure ones, like it's out in the fucking Turkish B League or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's crazy, man. Because he was at Real Sociedad, didn't it?
he did a bit of moving about, didn't
he? Yeah. He was definitely at Real Sociedad, but after that, man, I don't even know, man. I don't even know how old he is. Like the man could be like 40. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't even know. 35. I don't know, but
he's definitely younger than Cristiano. Yeah. 35. So he's probably like between 30, 35, 100%.
Yeah, it's crazy though, man. But yeah, I can't put him in there because you know why I can't put him in there? Because I can't remember what he did.
To be fair, if we can go off those first few impressions, we've got a Hazard level fucking player on the right.
I'm telling you.
But if we've got to go off the whole career, then yeah, fucking hell. I was going Carrasco, but this position is the one where it's like there's no real outstanding quality for me here. That's why
there's not.
Like, it kind of makes sense to say fuck it, throw De Bruyne there so he can get another fucking centre.
Well, this is the thing, yeah. Big up to Christopher says, maybe do a switch around and put Tillemans can start. And you know what? I'm with that, yeah. So you happy to put De Bruyne as the right sided player and put Tillemans where De Bruyne is?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Because to be fair, I was right. There's that few options where it's like, well, there is better options in the middle. You know what I mean? So why not if there's someone that we can bang out on that right?
Yeah. Thing is, you see Tillemans, yeah. He's very underrated for me. Very underrated. I think he's definitely one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. And even if you look at for Belgium now, like he's arguably like their main star now because this was a guy, that was being captained by De Bruyne. Tillemans is now the captain. And Tillemans was rated, at Anderlecht. When I remember at Anderlecht, yeah, when I used to be United, you could sign Tillemans when he was 15 at Anderlecht. I used to sign him when he was 15. I used to think this guy's ridiculous. Obviously, he's got older now, but that's how highly rated he was, like back in the day. And he hasn't really had the career that would have predicted of him when he was 15, making starts for Anderlecht. But he's very underrated for me. He's a very good player. But yeah, listen, let's put Tillemans in there and De Bruyne, and then let's move on to the striker. But yeah, Morales was one that I wanted to put in there. Obviously, ex-Everton, but he had ridiculous pace. And to be fair, he was very effective for Belgium. But I think we're just clutching at straws there, isn't it? Really. Striker, yeah. So we've got Christian Benteke, Michi Batshuayi, Divock Origi, Lois Apenda, and the one that I think that you had in your list, yeah, that I've got in there as well, was Emil Mpenza.
Nope.
No. All right.
No.
Luke Nilis.
I did put him down on the right wing though as an option, innit?
All right. Luke Nilis.
Yeah. Yo, R9 said he's the best strike partner he ever had. You've got to put some respect.
I've heard this story, yeah, and I'm not believing it,
bro. All I'm saying is
Aston Villa as well, you know.
No, I know, bro, but this is what I'm saying. Like for me, never stood out at all during his playing days. But hearing that R9 said that was his best strike partner.
Bro, I think R9 was drinking, man. I'm not having that, man. He must have had a couple of drinks before.
To be fair, you know what it'll be. Bear in mind, obviously, it was PSV, which was he just moved from Brazil. He's a kid, 17 or some shit. My mum probably took him under his wing. It'll be like that, like when York come to United and Andy Cole looked after him, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're always gonna have massive respect for the guy that looks after you in your new settings, innit? Especially that young. Big transition going from fucking the beaches of fucking Brazil to fucking Holland, bro. Like it'd have been a bit of a wake up call for him, innit? When I went to Holland, bro, I went there thinking it was gonna be sunny. I was freezing the entire time I was there. Like fuck it, I would not. And I'm an Englishman, you get me? Like fuck that. You know what? Nah, if I'd have been Brazilian, I just envision R9 like them man on Cool Runnings. When they get to the fucking Olympics bit, they've all got fucking bicycles dangling off the nostrils and that. That'd have been R9's first week in Holland, bro. I swear down, like.
Hey, that's crazy. But yeah, listen, let's not play games. It's got to be Lukaku, innit? You know what I'm trying to say. Belgium's record goal scorer.
It's not even just off the record, neither though. For me, like I feel like Lukaku, he is a good striker. You know what I mean? He's powerful. He can find the net. Like he is fucking lethal when he's on form. Like
the thing is with Lukaku, yeah. I think because Lukaku's not my type of striker, yeah. But the disrespect that he gets, yeah. It doesn't really make sense, but then it does, because when I'm looking at guys like R9 and strikers of that past era, like Lukaku can't hold a torch to any of them, yeah. But his goal record stands up with any striker, with most strikers.
It does. Stands up with the best of them. Yeah,
with the best of them. Yeah, I just think Lukaku's not easy on the eye, innit?
Yeah.
But the problem is, when Lukaku was at United, this guy was getting ridiculed. If you remember the Timberland boots, and the guy was just getting ripped left, right, and center. Yeah. But if you look at his goal record for United, his goal record was actually quite good. Yeah. And then United go and get Højlund. Yeah. And that guy is arguably the worst striker I've seen at the club. But yeah, he don't get half the criticism that Lukaku gets. We all know why that is. We're not even going to go into it. But I just think for Belgium, he does show up. I mean, he scored last game as well. He scored the goal that got them back into the game against Senegal. For Belgium, he does show up. You know what I'm trying to say? So I
And
don't
you
think
know
there
what?
was anyone really that could have. I mean, I liked Benteke at the time as well, but really, Lukaku, he gets into this team the same way that Hazard does, the same way that Vincent Company and Courtois does as well. I think it was that easy, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, watching Colombia, man. Colombia 0-0 with Switzerland. Yeah, 53 minutes gone.
But here's the thing, though. Like,
Yeah,
I just had to Google it to get the exact figure.
gone.
The thing with Lukaku, a lot of the negatives shit that he gets, I feel like it's because of how much he's commanded in transfer fees. Like my man's, it says here 314.5 million pounds in transfer fees he's cost.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Over £250 million. Like that's
Mm.
insane money. At
Yeah,
some
that is.
point, you've got to say, like, look, you don't command that kind of money throughout your career without being a top striker, innit? But
Yeah, yeah,
when you're commanding that kind of money and you're not a fucking a pleasant watch, then now suddenly people are gonna watch you and think, how's he 80 million? How's he a 100 million player? You know what I
mm.
mean? Because yeah, for that kind of money, you do expect to every time he picks up the ball, he's gonna do something ridiculous with it. You know what I mean? Especially because now 100 million's getting thrown out fucking everyone, but
Mm.
Lukaku was commanding big fucking fees when they would now record fees in it.
Yeah, yeah,
So I feel like he's a lot of his bad press has come off the back of people probably not being too happy about how much is valued at and how much he goes for, because it's shattering records with fucking some of the people that they prefer were there in the record book, innit?
yeah.
But
I don't know. The thing is, I think it's a tough one because yeah, I think I mean I hear all that, the transfer fees, but I just think he's he's an easy target for fans just to get on the back of, and I think he's not easy on the eye. You know what I'm trying to say, and you know there's obviously other factors that I believe come into it as well, because if you're looking at his goal record, yeah, you can't really argue with his goal record because he scores goals wherever he's gone. Like this
yeah,
guy was even scoring goals for West Brom. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
So I think there's other factors that are involved, but um, I just think he's one of them players that's an easy target for people. And yeah, his transfer fees are mad, but I think a lot of it is, you know, was there many strikers available at that time when he was there, and maybe he was the only one for probably the teams he was at, or the fact that he wanted to go that was gettable in it.
no, I hear it, because to be fair, when you actually think about it, when he was getting those kind of transfers, he was he still had youth on his side. You know what I mean? So people weren't just buying the player outright; they were also buying potential as well. So the fees were always going to be fucking up there.
Yeah,
And when you actually think back, at the time, I don't
mm,
remember any young strikers that looked to be like the next guy in it.
yeah,
He, if anything, he did look like he was gonna do the business wherever he went. Because, like you say, he was getting goals at West Brom. He looked like he was gonna get goals anywhere he went.
yeah,
He had power. He was physical enough for the league. He was clearly knew where the back of the net was. So, like, yeah, man, I feel like he probably did justify his fees, but I
mm,
also feel like anytime you got a player that's breaking a fucking a record, or like a transfer fee record specifically, there's so
mm,
much pressure that comes with that. Look at the pressure that's been on Verts. Are you gonna pay fucking 120 million for a player that's done this all season?
yeah,
Isak, before he got injured, he was getting fucking hammered. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them, man. The higher the fee is, and that going back to company, him going to City for like 5 or 6 mil. he had all the time and space to fucking grow into the player that he became, and obviously the leader and the footballing mind that he is now, innit? It's like realistically, if he'd have been a fucking record signing for a centre back, there's no telling that he'd have made it to where he did, because that pressure could have fucked him over. Might not
Yeah.
have got the amount of time at City to actually do what he did, and he could have ended up just lackluster career doing nothing.
Yeah.
But like I say, man, fucking Lukaku definitely deserves to. And again, it's similar to other fucking positions. It's like KDB. It's lack of quality. If these had a better fucking choice of midfielders and a better choice of right wingers, De Bruyne wouldn't be in this. You know what I mean? It's
No,
like
no,
you
he,
put
he
De
wouldn't.
Bruyne,
He wouldn't.
you
He
put De
wouldn't.
Bruyne against, like, man for man, you put him against anyone that's playing in any of the other teams that we've already picked. He's not getting in. You know what I
He
mean? I
wouldn't.
feel
He
like it's
wouldn't.
pretty much the same with Lukaku as well, innit? Against any of the other strikers that have made these teams, he's not getting in.
Yeah,
But
100.
obviously, even though all these are from '95 onwards, like we said at the start, man, fucking Belgium only discovered football was a thing in about 2001. So we had a small portion to deal with, but within that small time frame there, just within the 2000s, really, it's a decent squad. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you know what? When you look at this team right now, yeah, you think it ain't too bad. But when you actually think about it, yeah, it is a long way off the other teams.
yeah, like, just
Like it's a long way off.
look at that to Holland.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy difference. And then
Yeah,
you look
exactly.
at that to Brazil. Insane.
Bro, there's no point even mentioning Brazil.
But
There's no
that's what.
point, man. I think they've probably got one or two players that will probably be in the squad. Well, no, they'll be in the squad. Courtois and Hazard. Well, no, three. Courtois, Company, and Hazard will be in the squad.
But not in the 11.
That's my point. There'll be squad players.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you
But
got your three best players in the squad, what's the point?
that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying. It's
What is the point?
it's
Listen,
but
yeah, it's a long way off.
fair play to Belgium, though. Like I say, we are going off a fairly small pool of talent in it. Like,
Yeah,
couple, like, give it a decade or two, and like, yo,
yeah,
your 11 could be phenomenal. Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? But fucking hell,
exactly.
like, right now, like, yeah, I think
Crazy.
Hazard has an argument for pretty much any team. Like, you can argue it, but he's not getting in. For me, I don't think he's getting in the Brazil team at all. In even if we change him and try and put him in
Nah,
then he's
bro,
not
bro.
getting it.
We've got you. Could put Neymar's there. You could put Ronaldinho there. Like it's just long. Hazard's a top player, but yeah, it's just there's just no point in it. There's
Even
no point.
Rivaldo, like, yeah, it's too
Yeah,
sticky in it. But
yeah.
obviously, France, there's an argument that he gets in over Henry.
Yep, yep.
You know what I mean?
In
So
in actual fact, bro, yeah, I would have him ahead of Henri.
for me, I don't know, simply because if you're taking just the actual their prime and that just them at their absolute peak, probably going Hazard in it. But if we're talking, if like everything's involved, whole career, consistency and all that, I'm probably gonna have to lean towards Henri for that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
absolute peak for peak, yeah, Hazard he was a fucking beast, man. He
yeah,
was a beast.
it was. Right, let's go through this lineup, and we're gonna compare it with another nation, and it's not gonna be close, isn't it? But guys, yeah, we've gone with the Belgium all-time 11 from '95. So we've gone with 4-3-3. Thibaut Courtois in goal. Toby Alderweireld, Jan Vertonghen as the fullbacks. Vincent Kompany the captain, and Thomas Vermaelen at centre back. Midfield three of Axel Witsel, Yuri Tillemans, and Moussa Dembele. And then we got the front three of Kevin De Bruyne from the right, Eden Hazard from the left, and then Romelu Lukaku, record goal scorer for Belgium. Now let's choose a team, yeah, and go player for player because I think this could be over very, very quickly, yeah.
Well, who would you say is the
England?
weakest team so far? Because for me, it's either gonna be Holland or England. I think France are just about safe.
No, France are safe for me, to be honest with you. France, Brazil, that we've
No, but
done so
if you
far.
remember, no, because if you remember when we did
Yeah.
the player for player with France against England, and then when we did it against Netherlands,
Oh, it
there
was quite
wasn't
tight, wasn't
much
it?
in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were pretty tight. So, like that's why I'm saying I think they're just safe. You know what I mean? I think by a
Yeah.
player or two. So it's either Netherlands or England.
I think do England's. I think was Netherlands team stronger overall. I think it was, wasn't it?
Well, Netherlands had what? Kluivert and Rude. Fucking
No,
Robert.
we went Van
Or
Persie
Van
and
Persie over Rude, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
was it Clive Van Persie? Yeah, Clive
Kluivert,
Van
Van
Persie, yeah.
Persie with
Yeah.
Bergkamp at the 10.
And a 10. Davids and Seedorf.
Yeah. Holland was stronger. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
that's what I'm saying. Stam, the ball. Yeah, it's a wrap, man.
So let's
It's a
put them
wrap.
up against England. And to be fair, England went far at the back, so this will be easier to compare.
Yeah. So listen, I don't think there's anyone that's going to debate the goalkeepers. I think Belgium win it for goalkeeper Courtois.
Hands down.
Because we went with Joe Hart, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Courtois is better than Hart, man. Forget about that. Back four. So right back we had Carl Walker. So Carl Walker or Toby Alderweireld. I think you'd have to say Carl Walker because he's actually a right back.
Yeah. It's actually his position naturally.
It's actually his position. I know Alderweireld played there, but he would tell you probably he's more of a centre back. Left back, it's a wrap. Ashley Cole, left back. So that's 2-1 to England.
Yeah.
Centre backs, Thomas Vermaelen or Sol Campbell.
So
Yep. Rio or Company.
Rio for me.
Ooh. Okay, what about Company and Sol then?
I'm still going
I feel
Sol.
like Company has to get in there somewhere.
Nah, I'm still going Sol for me because like I even said it. I know there were different kinds of defenders, but for me, Sol was just as certified as Rio. You know what I mean? So
it's a clean sweep for defense then, yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go midfield. I feel like it's gonna be a wrap as well. Midfield. Wits. Who do you have in midfield? It was.
We had
Witzel
Scholes and Gaza.
Yeah, so Witzel and Scholes. It's a wrap. Dembele. Wait. Did we go three in midfield?
Yeah, because we said Gaza and Bex could turn into wings if they needed to.
All right. Dembele and Gascoigne.
It's hard because they're different players, but I like the more creative player and the like what Gascoigne brought to a team. Yeah. I like that in a player, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to.
Well, I'm trying to make a case for Dembele, man, but Gaza was mad. He was. You know what? Let's do Tillemans and Gascoigne. It's got to be Gascoigne, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dembele and Beckham. No. What am I doing? Let's do Dembele and let's do De Bruyne and Beckham.
Bex.
Gonna be Bex, yeah.
Oh,
Hazard. We had Kane and Cole, innit?
Kane, Cole, and Rooney in the 10.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hazard and Rooney.
It's got to be Hazard, and it unfortunately.
Bro, you surprised me. I thought you was getting Rooney.
Nah, because this is what I'm saying. Hazard was fucking ridiculous. If we're taking peak for peak, it's Hazard.
Bro, Hazard was a joke.
Longevity, whole career, it's Rooney hands down.
You shot me. I thought you was getting Rooney.
No,
I thought you was getting Rooney, but yeah,
United.
Hazard for me.
But that's why the company Rio thing isn't just the United bias neither. You know what I mean? Because I will give it to another player when it's against United, but
Yeah, and then we
it's
got
not
Cole
nice
and Kane. Cole and Kane. Yeah, cocaine. Yeah, or Lukaku. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's over. It's over. Fucking
England.
what? So it's a
So wait,
9-2.
Belgium get 2 players.
9-2, and one of them's a keeper.
Oh, listen, that's out of order, man. That's out of order. But listen, it's yeah, listen, I think it's by far it's not even a weak team, but the level is just mad. It is mad.
That's the thing. If you notice as well, yeah, the thing that's gonna
Yeah.
go against this Belgian team, we always say it, like it does matter what era they played in and who they played against and all that. So when you put in a player like Gascoigne up to, even if you put in head to head with Tielemans, the era was so much harder for Gascoigne, and Gascoigne was still a standout.
Yeah.
It makes it too easy, innit?
Yeah.
It's one of them, and that's the thing with a lot of these teams. They've got players that,
Yeah.
it's one of them. It doesn't matter who the conversation's with. It's not a conversation, because when option A is option A, there is no other options in it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But listen, that's our team anyway. Guys, before we wrap it up, we're gonna just go through a bit of the World Cup talk. Obviously, I'm gonna have my say on just quickly, and then Fitz's gonna have his say. So listen, if you guys didn't watch the game last night between Spain and Portugal, you know what it was, yeah. Obviously, I done the watch along, innit? Big up to Christopher McGrath as well. That game was boring, yeah. But when you actually think about it, the game was boring because there was absolutely no way that Portugal could penetrate that Spain defense. Like, Spain were organized. The game wasn't great, but that was more due to Spain. Because I watched the game again, yeah. And you see Spain, yeah. Remember when Spain drew 0-0 with Cape Verde in the first game? Yeah. Would you have put money on it, yeah, that they're in the quarterfinals and they've not even conceded a goal? Would you have believed that?
nah, to be fair,
Bro, they've not even conceded a goal.
but
And they're in the quarterfinals of a competition.
to be fair, though,
It's crazy, isn't it?
that kind of stat there does kind of it lets you know the level in it. Like, yo, if you can't score, you can't beat them. The fuck,
Bro, it's crazy because against Cape Verde, everyone's saying, "Oh, they're not the same as Spain. They don't look good." This team are in the quarterfinals and they've not even conceded a goal. Like, that is mad. And
everyone will tell you France look like the best team in the tournament because they're the most attacking, they're doing the prettiest things. But Spain not conceding a single goal all tournament is mad.
Yeah.
It's fucking mad. And now that is going to be in the minds of their opposition. Any team that they face now have the, like, Belgium now coming up against Spain. No one scored against them.
Yeah.
We really need Lukaku to step the fuck up for this one, because fucking otherwise we're out guaranteed. And every team knows now we're really dependent on someone cracking this. And until someone does, there's no. You see, when Pep did fucking City, did Arsenal at the League Cup final, and then everyone started to play the same kind of thing, and it was working. It's like, realistically, fucking out, like, no one's got a game plan of how to penetrate this fucking the Spain defense. Fam, it's like I said it from early in it, same as you, Spain or France this, and to be fair, both for different reasons, showing exactly why. It's gotta be whoever can fucking win that semis, because I know this, like you said it, and I think Chris said it, that he reckons Morocco might do France in the next round. Me, Nah, the semi is meant to be fucking France, Spain, and then on the other side Argentina, and whoever wins out of us and Norway. Like I said, this whole shit has been scripted, and now we're seeing more and more. It's true, innit? Let's be real. It's
Bro,
not
listen,
true.
it's. I mean, just look at the top goal scorers in that list. Yeah, all the players that coming into this tournament, yeah, that were earmarked to be the top scorers. What is the chances, yeah, of literally every single player being in the list for top scorer?
And no
Like,
surprise outsiders in the mix, like always.
yeah, like bro, all the ones that I mean, the only one really is Neymar and Ronaldo. But again, it's like, oh, good play. I
Now,
messed up.
but
But
but but it makes sense with the media spin because everyone's kind of been fucking writing Neymar off anyway, and
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean. Same thing with Ronaldo. So it's like you can see why they're not getting pushed. You know what I mean, or
yeah.
why they're not getting the numbers. It's nothing to do with what's on the field. It's all politics. This shit. Like I say,
Bro,
like,
it's
yo,
do you know what? It's actually mad because I've never seen a World Cup where all the players that are talked about are literally in the conversation. Like, obviously, Argentina are the holders. Messi's the top scorer, yeah. And then you've got Mbappe's there, Kane's there, Haaland's there. Dembele's in the list as well. Vinicius Junior was there. Obviously, they got eliminated. Like, I've never seen anything like it, man. But
bro,
just going back to the Portugal game, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously his last World Cup, and you see Roberto Martinez, he's resigned. Yeah, he's resigned, and he should also hang his head in shame. Yeah, because this guy decided to play Ronaldo, who's 41 years of age. Yeah, is not a striker anyway. So the only thing Ronaldo's gonna do is get on the end of a chance. But the reality is, he's not a striker that's gonna play a striker's role. You know, I think these things are underrated. It's just he's just there because of his name, his status, and the fact that you know they're all trying to make it about him winning the World Cup to compete with Messi. Yeah. Now, oh, good play. But the problem is now, yeah, it was to the detriment of Portugal. Gonzalo Ramos come off the bench in the last game against Croatia, got the winner. What's his prize for the next round? Doesn't even get minutes in the next game. You know, and obviously Portugal go out. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. We've heard that this guy is the best creator in the Premier League, breaking assists. We heard that this guy is the best 10 in the world. Bro, the guy got one assist. He got one assist, yeah, against who did Portugal batter? Some low-level team. I can't remember who it was, yeah. The guy I think the guy might have got an assist in that game.
all right, where Iran or someone.
It was someone dead like that, bro. Yeah. One of them dead teams. Yeah. And he got an assist, I think, yeah. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, yeah. All you're gonna hear now is, oh, Martinez was shit. That's why Bruno was shit. No. When Bruno comes up against adversity, he was nowhere in that Spain game. Nowhere. He was nowhere. I think his highlight in that game, yeah, was barging Pedri off the ball. And by the way, Pedri was poor yesterday, one of my favorite players, but he was poor. He was giving the ball away. So it happens, yeah. But I'm sorry. We keep telling people about Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes only thrives, yeah, when the team's all about him. As soon as Ronaldo's in that team, he becomes secondary. Yeah. And Roberto Martinez thought it would be a good idea to play Ronaldo and Bruno in one team. Someone needs to tell me, yeah, why the hell would that ever work? Why? You got Bruno, who hasn't got no physicality, no pace. He's someone that spams balls into areas. You got Ronaldo, who's 41, who's lost the pace and doesn't play the striker role. So please tell me why that's ever going to work against better teams. It doesn't make any sense.
Crazy thing is, he's seen that it didn't work for United, like what 3-4 years ago.
There you go, and he still tries it. Yeah, you see what I mean? It don't make sense, man. It don't make any sense. Like, and who would have thought, man? Neymar, Ronaldo, both going out. And then today's game. I know you watched today's game. You watch it?
Of course, this is why I know the fix is in. What do you mean? America get battered and then fucking 80 minutes 2-0 down. You've already had one goal fucking auspiciously ruled out for fucking dumb shit.
I was watching that game, yeah. And I was saying to someone, listen, they're 2-0 down, but the game's not dead.
It says they're winning. That's what it says. Donald was in the earpiece.
Bro, that game made no sense. It made no sense, yeah. And you know what? You have to look at Egypt and think, and you see Mo Salah, yeah. Mo Salah, like, he just needs to call it a day, man, if I'm honest, because he offers nothing, absolutely nothing but a name, yeah. And Christian Romero getting obviously Messi's penalty, Messi from the spot as well, yeah. Yeah, Messi should at least have 10 goals in this competition, but he's missed 2 penalties already in this World Cup, yeah. But if you look at the Romero goal, again, Morocco had a goal disallowed, which, to be fair, I think was a foul on Lissandra, innit? I think it was a foul, even though if it was harsh. But to come back and win that game 3-2, it's like
no. But the thing is, though,
yeah,
to go all the way back to that foul on Lissandro,
yeah,
and then not do the same thing with the winner on the foul on Salah. Because let's be clear, they both went down very easy.
I don't think there's a foul on Salah.
Nah, there was definitely contact, and that's been given in this tournament.
Has it?
Bro, they've been given so far in this tournament.
I've got to watch that again.
Contact in the box. I'm telling you now. Only thing that probably went against him was his feet. Like literally, his feet went like back and like almost like simulation. You know what I'm saying? But there was definitely contact first, and nothing on the ball. You know what I mean? And like I say, I'm not a fucking Mo Salah supporter. I'm not here trying to defend him or no shit. But if you are gonna go that far back, and considering you've got VAR there, you've got fucking how many officials? Like, what game was it? I was watching the France Paraguay match, and even the commentators were talking on that about how many assistants. He was like, there's the VAR, the second technician, the third technician, the assistant to the first, the assistant. Like he went through like 12 different people that have all got earpieces, all fucking playing a part in officiating the game. And not one Paraguay player was booked, but there was like 3 France players with cards. Made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, bro, that was a joke, man.
But this is
they literally were taking them out, man. Yeah.
But for me, like obviously, I was already noting that anyway. But when the commentator said that, my ears perked up because I'm like, yo, there's not just the people that they show on screen. You know at the start when they show you them 3 VAR guys, each one of them's got an assistant, you know. So if they're showing you 3 VAR guys, there's 6 of them motherfuckers back there.
See, I never knew that.
Neither did I until I heard my man say it, because as he's saying it, he said VAR fucking supervisor, VAR fucking something, name 2, and then basically name the same 3 again, but with assistant next to the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then had the fucking the third official, like all these refs. I'm like, right, in total, there's like fucking 11 or 12 officials involved in this. How the fuck are they not pulling any of this shit up? But that's what I'm saying. That sticks in my mind. If there's that many officials involved in a fucking World Cup game, and you're gonna pull it back for Martinez at 1, where it's like it's 1-0, it's about to be 2-0. You rule it out. They end up getting a second one, and then these man get 2 back. Perfect games on, extra times on. These man end up getting a late winner, but there's controversy because there was something in the build-up. They're not even going back to check that shit. You can't tell me Trump's not in the earpiece saying, yo, that ball's staying in the back of the net. Don't even fucking entertain it. You know, no way. Like I could hear Donald Trump's voice saying it There's no fucking way America are going to leave this tournament and then the day after us saying that we've got the best football player or soccer player in the world in Lionel Messi, and they're gonna crash out to fucking Egypt. Not happening, bro. Think of the money in this shit. Nah, bro. Nah. The whole league pays Messi's wage. What do you mean he's gonna go out now to Egypt? Fucking someone activate that chip in the ball.
And Egypt of all teams as well.
This is what I'm saying, bro. It's not happening, bro. That chip in the ball turned it. Yo, I'm telling you now, that chip gets activated when it needs to. I'm telling you now. That header of Enzo Fernandez, he couldn't do that again if you give him a million tries. That ball was going there regardless. That could have hit his fucking left testicle. It was still gonna have the same trajectory. You get me? Like, telling you now, man. Nah, some bullshit going on with this tournament. Absolute fucking fix. And the thing is, it's actually outrageous to see, like, because I've even pointed it out earlier. Like, it's always like late goal. Like, these Americans love drama in it, but they don't want extra time at all because this game's long enough. Fuck this. Let's go home. You get me? So it's always like
they're trying their best to do all these hydration breaks and split up.
You get me? Literally, yo, bro. I swear there's a quote from Maradona. Maradona got asked about it I think it was 2018, about America getting a World Cup. And my man says some shit about they want to make it 4 quarters for more ad breaks and this, that, and the next. The passion's not there, this, that, and literally everything that he said, I'm like, yeah. You get me? Like, nailed it. Man. But obviously, these man did. Look at basketball games. No one gives a fuck about the first 3 quarters. That 4th quarter, bro. I remember trying to watch a basketball game. Them first 3 quarters flew by, brother. That last quarter, that last 5 minutes, bro, that must have took about 40 minutes to get through. About 7 timeouts. Fucking, bro, it was so long. So long. But that's what the heightened drama at the end of the game, that's what they want there, innit? You notice how there's so many fucking last minute late dramatic goals, always right at the end of stoppage time or just before stoppage time. Cause we're not doing it time. Fuck this. Fuck this. It's too long, this game. You know what I'm saying? Bro,
it's,
you know what's
crazy, man.
Did you stick around long enough to see what they said at the end of the Spain-Portugal thing when it went to the fucking 3 people in the studio?
No. What happened?
So I can't remember who was there, but there was a woman in the middle, that said, thankfully the goal came when it. Because they were talking about no better time to score for Spain in it, like, because obviously Portugal, if it was any earlier, Portugal might have presented a couple more threats that might have fucking ended up going to whatever. And then obviously this woman in the middle's gone. Thankfully it came when it did, so we didn't have to watch extra time. Like, motherfucker, maybe some people wanted extra time just because you don't enjoy the game, fam. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I like seeing a fucking game go to, especially when it's not my team. Go extra time, go penalties. Bro, I have not jumped around so much since that Arsenal PSG penalty shootout. I had no skin in the game whatsoever, you get me? But the emotions there, you know what I mean? Like, let me have that. Come to the studio, and this woman's like, yeah, thankfully it didn't go to extra time. I'm like,
yeah, she was getting up early, that's why, isn't it?
Yeah, man, she just exposed the whole fucking system, mate. Like, what do you mean? You don't want games going extra time. Now it makes sense. There's a chip in the ball and there's so many fucking late goals. I'm telling you now, that ball that you're watching in the middle of that pitch now with that Colombia Switzerland game, bro.
If that happens, that's crazy.
I'm telling you now, that's turning into a drone. Maybe because this is the last game now and there's a day's break until fucking the next round. Maybe they'll let go extra time penalties for a little bit of extra ad break revenue. You get me? But it's like,
you're ruining my experience,
bro. Fuck that. I'm sorry, I ain't even seen the script, but I can see where it is. You get what I mean? These men are fucked. But like I say, I could see this shit coming. And I've been complaining about it every time we're on stream. Like, there's something not right with this. The ball's off. Fucking even the games, like there's just something not right with it. Like I say, the teams are actually approaching it as quarters. You can tell that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? France first quarter, go hard, try and get something. You know what I mean? Second quarter, we're gonna try and just coast. If we can get an extra one, we will do, but we're just gonna try and see that through. Then they'll start off fucking fairly strong, and then you know what I mean? Bro, but then these other teams that come out and say, right, first 2 quarters, we're just gonna fucking stay tight, compact, give them nothing. You know what I mean? Just try and get it to the later stages, and that's where we'll fucking make a few subs and try to come to life.
Yeah,
It's actually painful. Actually painful. Like the fuck, Like it's literally like just watching these games don't feel like proper football matches to me.
yeah, I hear it.
When you can see, oh fucking hell, it's like 22 minutes, you know they're gonna go for a break in a minute. Knowing full well
literally.
my whole life I'm sat there knowing I've still got 25 minutes or so of straight ball. And then now my perception's changed. I'm seeing that I'm like, fucking toilet break, I'll make a brew or something. Bullshit.
Bro, the funny thing is, you know what's mad now, yeah? When it hits about that time, yeah, I think, right, let me go make a drink, man, or let me just go toilet.
This isn't what
I'm getting used to it.
Exactly. This is an experiment from FIFA, bro. Like, I'm not here for it, cause we're all doing the same thing. We're seeing that it's that time. It's like, right, yeah, fuck it. I go for a piss and I'll flip the kettle on and do. We shouldn't be doing that. Our whole life, we've watched football, and at 22 minutes, we're sat there knowing there's another 25 minimum. So why are we now planning brew breaks? You know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
Bullshit, bro. Bullshit.
They're getting us planning now. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, man. That's how they do it, though. This is how they program you in it. They'll experiment with some shit like this. Make sure, okay, see who complains, how loud the complaints are. But if the general consensus is, fuck it, I'll make a brew, or it gives me a chance to get a sandwich or go for a piss or get a pint in or something, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Fuck it. We'll start implementing this from next season in the Champions League. Give it 3 more years, and every league in Europe will have the fucking hydration breaks. It's insane, bro. But you can see it coming.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to believe it, man, but it looks too convenient, isn't it? You know what I mean?
And you see the money that these men are making on these ad breaks. Like I said, bro, like I seen a thing. It's something for each hydration break. It's like 300k in ads that Fox make. That's just Fox, yeah, from selling ad time on a hydration break. And it was something like 100.
Yeah, I'm you saying actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's just shy of $250 million for the World Cup in hydration. That's just extra ads on top of the halftime ones and all the rest of it that they were already doing. You know what I mean? And all the sponsorships in the stadiums and on the boards around the stadiums and that, you know what I mean? They've made massive money and probably doubled up by just adding in hydration breaks.
Yeah.
The head of FIFA, considering my man overruled a red card because the president asked him. Trump said please, and my man said, go on then. You know what I mean? The fuck is this, bro?
Bro, when I heard that, yeah, I actually thought that was a joke. You know that? I thought it was a joke. I'm thinking, wait, Trump's just got involved, yeah. I told the guy, listen, I think you should rescind this red card, and it happens. Like, it don't make sense. And then obviously they got smoked 4-1. So all that for no reason, yeah, just to be opened up now to people for people to start saying, is there something going on? Like, why is Trump having such a big influence now? You know what I mean?
But this is the thing, yeah. Look at it like this. So for the benefit of America looking strong in the sport of football, he was willing to get FIFA to change the rules to let his top scorer play. Yeah. Then they crash out 4-1, embarrassment. The next day, Egypt are 2-0 up against their star player in their league. that they pinned all their hopes and aspirations on. You telling me that ball wasn't activated to just hit the back of the net 3 times? Come on, bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
but to
man.
be fair, he missed the penalty though, didn't he? So
Yeah, but that
yeah,
was early in the game. They didn't mind. But when it all went wrong and Egypt had fucking actually got the ball across the line 3 times and we'd managed to get one of them cancelled out and it still went 2-0 down. What are you doing, boys? Fuck
and
that. Get me
and it still went through.
Trump's in the office telling fucking Secret Service guys, get them on the phone now. Get the headset on now.
Fix up.
Get me? Fuck that. No, the chip's being activated. Do not listen to a fucking thing anyone says. Swear
This is mad.
Them balls are part drone, I promise. And now I genuinely do feel like it might just be in the script Argentina's doing it because Messi to be back-to-back fucking world champion, because you know that's how they'll phrase it, innit? Back-to-back world champion. Bro, yeah, man, like I can see the script already. I can see Trump's signature at the bottom. He signed off on it.
Boy, and to end it on this, yeah, Zorana said, bro, World Cup's rigged, no point.
Bro, I'm telling you, yo, if we didn't have 24 hours minimum break between the next game and this game, the ball would have been activated 2 minutes ago. I'm telling you now. The only reason this game's gonna get extra time is because fuck it, we'll get a few more ad breaks because we've got nothing to milk tomorrow.
Yeah. Boy, listen, it's been an interesting one, man. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? But I think I'm gonna more enjoy it now because it's knockouts, isn't it? But I'm just waiting for some kind of madness to happen, isn't it? You know. But I think all the games coming up now: France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, England, Norway, Argentina against either Colombia or Switzerland is going to be a good game. I think if it's against Colombia, it'll be better. You know, South American derby. You know that will go off. So yeah, man, it's been mad. But guys, big up yourselves for coming on anyway. Obviously, our Belgium all-time 11 that we've done. We are going to be back. So no stream tomorrow, but we are going to be back on Thursday. So we're going to do the Spain one. And is it Spain?
Well, we've got Spain, Portugal.
Yes, and Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, we're going to do Spain on Thursday. And let me tell you now, you see ones like this you're going to enjoy because they got so many bad boys. I don't know where to start. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one. But yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. And then again, we got 2 more, Portugal and Italy, to fit in before the final. So yeah, we'll try and find some time for that. And hopefully United start fixing up, stop playing games, and get some fucking signings underway, man. Because this is just an absolute joke at the moment. I can't even lie, man. Like I can't even get excited like listening to transfer news because there's players there, man, and we're just not making the moves. Or listen, I'll hold my hands up if we're making the moves in the background and all of a sudden we just announced Camavinga, you know, even though, you know, he's digging his heels in, but I don't even know, man. We'll have to wait and see in it. But listen, all we got to do, man, is just keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. But guys, other than that, big up to yourselves coming on. Big up to all the mods as well. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're new in here. Make sure you smash the like button as well. And make sure you go and follow Fitz on his socials, which is in the description. And yeah, we're going to catch you guys back on Thursday. And then, yeah, we'll obviously there will be a watch along. I'll probably do, we'll probably do a co-stream watch along for the, I'm thinking semi-final. Yeah, I'll semi-final. So if it's a France, Spain, or if it's a, you know, an England, Argentina, or whoever, you know, or Norway. Like if it's Norway, Argentina, I'm not sure, but I'll do the France, Spain one. But we'll figure it out anyway. But yeah, just as always, keep an eye on the notifications to see when I do go live or whatever. But yeah, we'll definitely sort the one out. But other than that, Fitz, big up, bro, for coming through yet again.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, no worries, man. But yeah, as I said, we'll be back on Thursday, guys, for the Spain all-time 11. And yeah, let's just see what happens with this World Cup, man. I'm glad Messi's still in, I can't lie. But yeah, listen, this World Cup has been odd. I have to say, because there's so many things that just seem to be falling into place. But let's see over the next couple of days, man, to see what happens, because I want to watch. I want to see what England do against Norway, because they should beat Norway, if we're being honest, you know. But it's the teams that are not expected to beat, where England come unstuck. But this Norway game won't be easy, because Norway have shown that they can defend, and they've got someone in Erling Haaland who's an absolute predator. He's an absolute predator, man. So yeah, let's see, man. But yeah, guys, other than that, big up to yourselves each and every time. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit. Fitz, big up, bro.
Come on, best, bro.
Big up, man.